Let's be honest, analyzing a stock can feel overwhelming. You open a chart, see endless ratios, and immediately think, where do I even start? But here's the truth. You don't need an MBA or hours of research to figure out whether a company deserves your money. In this video, I'll show you how to analyze any stock in under 5 minutes using a simple, practical 5-step framework. We'll go through each step together using Apple and its latest financial results as the real-world example. By the end, you'll not only know what to look for, but exactly how to look for it yourself. If you enjoy simple, straightforward, to-the-point investing videos, make sure to like this one and subscribe to Bucks and Beyond for more content every single week. Alright, let's dive in. Before you even touch the numbers, start with step 1. Understand the business. What does the company actually do? How does it make money? And most importantly, do you understand it? Take Apple for example. At its core, Apple designs and sells products like the iPhone, MacBook, and Apple Watch. But that's just the beginning. Apple also earns massive recurring income from its services segment: iCloud, Apple Music, the Apple Store, and Apple TV+. In 2025, that part of the business officially crossed the $100 billion mark for the first time, hitting $109 billion in annual revenue. This mix of high-margin hardware and sticky subscription income creates one of the most powerful business models in the world. Once someone buys an iPhone, they're often locked into the Apple ecosystem and likely to buy more Apple products down the road. That's a sign of sticky business. And sticky businesses tend to make great investments. If you can't explain what it does in one clear sentence, skip it. Once you understand the business, it's time for step 2. Check if it's growing. Head to Yahoo Finance or Stock Analysis and pull up the income statement. Look for 2 key numbers over the last 5 years: revenue and net income. For Apple, revenue in 2021 was about $365 billion. By the end of fiscal 2025, it climbed to a record $614 billion. Steady, long-term growth. Next, check net income, or profit after all the expenses. Apple earned about $94 billion in 2021 and reached a massive $112 billion in 2025. That's not just growth, that's efficient growth. The company is doubling its profits while keeping its margins strong. Remember, steady earnings growth is what drives stock prices long term. Because you're not just buying a ticker symbol, you're buying a stream of future profits. Step 3 is often skipped by retail investors, but it's crucial. Check the balance sheet. This tells you how financially healthy a company really is. Focus on total assets, total liabilities, and most importantly, debt levels. Apple currently carries about $90 billion in total debt. Sounds huge, right? But here's the key. It holds roughly $115 billion in total cash and marketable securities. So if Apple wanted to, could pay off every dollar of debt tomorrow and still have $16 billion left over in the bank. That's the definition of financial strength. Compare that to a company with debt levels 2 or 3 times its annual earnings. Those are the ones that get crushed when interest rates rise or sales slow down. Simple rule of thumb: more cash than debt equals stability. More debt than cash equals high risk. Next is step 4, dividend or valuation. This step depends on what kind of stock you're looking at, income or growth. Let's look at Apple through both lenses. Apple pays a small, reliable dividend. The key here is the payout ratio. How much of its profits return to shareholders? Apple's payout ratio is only around 13%, which means it keeps vast majority of its earnings to reinvest into innovation and future growth. That's ideal for long-term compounding. Now for valuation, check the PE ratio, price to earnings. As of February 2026, Apple trades around 35 to 37 times earnings. That's a premium price compared to the broader market, but it reflects Apple's brand strength and massive cash flows. If a company's PE is far higher than its peers without a strong reason, that's a red flag. But when a premium is backed by consistent quality, paying up can make sense. Think of it like buying a car. You might spend more for a reliable model because you know it'll last. Finally, step 5. Look for the moat and future potential. Moat protects a company's profits from competitors. Apple's moat, its ecosystem. If you have an iPhone, chances are your earbuds are AirPods and your photos live on iCloud. That seamless integration keeps users hooked. And as of January 2026, Apple officially reached a milestone of 2.5 billion active devices worldwide. That is a massive built-in audience for every new AI feature or product they launch. When analyzing any stock, always ask, Does it have a moat? Is its industry growing? A strong moat and a growing market. That's the ultimate combo for finding long-term winners. Let's recap the 5-minute framework. Understand the business. Check growth. Examine the balance sheet. Evaluate valuation. Find the moat. Do this with any stock and you'll quickly separate the strong from the risky. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to Bucks and Beyond for more practical investing content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.